stop talking. Why don't you give it a rest?
Rabbit, jabber, rabbit, yep, rabbit, bunny, jabber, rabbit.
Hello and welcome to another PropDog review. It feels like it's been a while since we did our last one.
It has been a
hiatus. We've had a
What?
hiatus.
Okay.
We've had a. Oh, I personally have had a.
ages.
Oh dear me. Right. Well,
All right.
I'm back. Anyway, I'm back. The results were negative. I'm back. So we're back to the reviews. Today we're discussing the Unbelievalope and the Unbelievalope 2.0 by the magnificent Jeff Kaylor.
Can we just call it Unbelievalope 2? Well, this 2.0 is a bit. I mean, unless there is a 2.1. I mean, there was never a 1.9, was there? It's 2.
All right.
It's Unbelievalope 2.
Okay, we'll do that again. Today we're discussing Unbelievalope and Unbelievalope 2 by the magnificent Jeffrey Kaylor. That's probably called Jeffrey, is it?
Jeffrey. It might be Jeffrey.
Kaylor. It
Jeff
should be Jeffrey.
Jeff to his friends, obviously.
Jeff to his mates. And we... Oh, actually, funny enough, I went bass fishing with Jeff
Bass fishing.
once.
Right, okay.
It was a great experience.
Did he throw your hiatus?
Right, stop it now. Come on, let's do the review.
Catching it.
So, yes, crabs.
Oh, he's a lovely guy.
He is a lovely. In fairness, Jeff is a lovely guy. Really, I've got some of his products. I've got the any signed card to any spectator's wallet with him and Michael Amar. And
You like that? You raved about that.
Oh, brilliant! That's really good. Anyway, we got told off for reviewing more than one product, so today we're going to review 2. Right, here we go. That was 2. That was 2, by the way. So, Unbelievalope and Unbelievalope 2. You like Unbelievalope, don't you? You've used this in the past.
I did use it, and then.
Should we tell them what it is? Go on, say what you're going to say.
Well, I used it to put a prediction in, so I used it as a part of a confabulation routine. So you have it's an envelope with a clear window, quite a good sized clear window, and inside you can have a playing card, or in my case, I used to have another envelope that had their address on it that was sealed, and then you can very cleanly pull it out, and in the action of the pulling it out thing, you have switched it, essentially. So it's a switched envelope, but what you're switching is in view the whole time. And I really liked it, actually. It worked a treat. It was nothing. I couldn't see anything wrong with that. So when you mentioned there was an Unbelievalope 2.0,
you said, how could it be any better?
I said, well, what are they going to do with that? It was fine.
Yeah, so I'll tell you exactly what they've done with it. So this one, you get 3 white envelopes, literally the size of this picture here. And in this one, you get 3 kind of craft paper, similar to the actual paper of the material used to make this envelope. You get 3 of these. Now these ones are obviously slightly larger.
Can't we open that one?
Yes, so these ones, I just want to get out the one that isn't gimmicked. This is the size of envelope that you're going to get. You get an ungimmicked envelope, so it's completely normal. Not that you'd ever need it examined, because by the way these are made, you're hiding what needs to be hidden at the point of the routine where anybody would examine it. So you get a gimmicked envelope that's gimmicked in the same way as these ones. Now these ones you had to do a little bit of arts and crafts yourself to prep them, didn't you?
Yeah.
Marginal, but these ones are all done for you. So this one you get a gimmicked envelope. You also get a really nice envelope that lets you predict up to 13 different things. Without tipping how it's done, you can take one of 13 things out of that envelope. If that makes sense, which you can't do with this one. So
Can I say the I word?
Iguana.
Okay. The dummies know then. Yeah, okay. Which is quite a nice way of doing it.
Yeah, it is good. It is good. So you could have them you could get them down to thinking of all of the diamonds in a pack of cards, for instance, and have the card that they see here become the card that they've thought of. So that's quite nice.
Yeah, I think a lot of people have been using it with a separate way of selecting. Let's say the index. God darn it! Somebody have a separate index, and then they'd go to the envelope. Whereas now you're saying that they've combined the envelope with a tool.
So it's nice because you no longer have to do any form of loading. Not that you load the envelope itself, but when you've got this, you'll understand what I mean.
That's quite nice. So it's more of an all-in-one
Yeah, so they've got a standard craft envelope that works exactly the same as the ones in the original Unbelievalope, and they've also got the one with the index. Because it's sticker cardboard, I think they'll last a bit longer. On this one, Jeff talks about making these a bit stronger, and you won't need to do that with these. The price difference is £6. Okay, so these are $39.99. These are $35.99. So there's really very little in it in terms of price. I personally like the craft because I think if you're using playing cards, or specifically bicycle playing cards, you see the border of the card as well as the actual back design, which just to me just looks a bit more natural, whereas you like the white ones, don't you?
I like the white ones. They remind me more of envelopes that I deal with normally, to be honest. And I don't
they do look more like normal envelopes.
I think the card stands out just fine.
Yeah, the windows on both are massive, so they have done really well in getting... It doesn't look like there's anywhere for that card to be hiding with how the envelopes are made, and it's a very, very clever principle that they've come up with. So why are we talking to you about this now? Well, the first reason is because they brought out an Unbelievalope 2, but the second reason, and probably the more important reason, is these are brilliant for Zoom shows. And on Unbelievalope 2, Jeff actually does some routines where he's showing the view of your spectator through a camera, so you can see a whole routine designed for Zoom. You can see him doing what he needs to be doing off camera because it's filmed over his shoulder, but then you can also see what's appearing on the laptop screen. So it's really, really good for that, and definitely something that you shouldn't discount if you're into your Zoom shows. If you want a way of predicting an object that's been in an envelope since the start of the show, I can't really recommend Unbelievalope or Unbelievalope 2, whichever you prefer, highly enough. When I say there's arts and crafts, it's very minimal, isn't it? It's a couple.
I'd forgotten there was.
Scissors.
I'd actually forgot there was any arts.
A couple of scissor cuts. That is literally it. These ones are just ready to go out of the box for you. So that is it. Is there anything else you've got to say about it?
No. So I suppose the big difference is the multiple selection already built in,
and the type of paper.
And the type of paper.
Yeah, that's basically it.
Both highly recommended from my book.
So that's Unbelievalope, an Unbelievalope 2 by the magnificent Jeff Kaylor.
I didn't know he was a keen fisherman.
Oh, he loves a bit of that.
Call you won't stop talking. Why don't you give it a rest?
Rabbit, bunny, rabbit, jabber, rabbit, yep, rabbit, bunny, money, jabber, rabbit.